The Harris family donated some incredible artifacts tied to R.C. Harris for the exhibit. His city briefcase, pocket watch, matchbox. He always had a cigar in his mouth. And on the professional side, he was well recognized by professional societies, by his peers. And quite frankly, my favorite right here is a tiny plaque provided by the Toronto Railway Employees Union when Harris was in charge of the street railway system. So here, of course, we're looking through St. Lawrence Market, voted by National Geographic as the finest indoor market in the world. Not bad. Very briefly, a look at the scope of works after Harris becomes commissioner in 1912. Again, this was a man's world, totally dominated by male engineers, some stenographers from the early 1920s. This may have been all the women in this department. And at the same time, working through contractors and other line staff who actually built and maintained all of his works. So, you know, he was in charge of the road network for a time. He was continued to be in charge of street cleaning, set up a municipal system of civic railways. But of course, water's really one of his most important interests. Here's a great view of what would become Bloor Street. People looking out at the top of a manhole for partly built sewer. Eventually, this valley along the Bloor alignment would be filled in, topped with a paved roadway, and then a streetcar system laid on top of it. So, of course, all things water are interest to Harris. He would go on, of course, to build about 70 bridges and underpasses so that people could flow more seamlessly through the city. And just some more examples of his bridge building and city planning initiatives. Of course, being in charge of roads, he also had interest in city planning and extending and widening the road network throughout the city and the suburbs.